Just a couple of miles from the Capitol building at beautiful Nationals Park in our nation's capital. Tonight, a battle of two first-place squads between the San Francisco Giants and the Washington Nationals. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
Major League Baseball on MLB Network, coming up right after this. Mike Soroka, the right-hander from Canada, will be the starting pitcher. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty D, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Now into the box, Francisco Lindor, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, I'm looking for a big performance from Nolan Arenado. This guy knows how to drive in runs. Had over 25 runs batted in last month. You've got to pay attention to how he goes about it. Ground balls, fly balls, home runs. Any way to drive in a run, and that's what he's doing. He tries to have a major impact on every game he plays in.
Now the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw will be in time, and it's a very quick beginning to the evening as there are 2 gone now. So 2 out, nobody on, and that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. Now here it comes. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead. You start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants. So there's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
So now into the box is Ronald Acuna. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young players coming up and impacting a lineup.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Oh, he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Ready with the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Arenado, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouled off. Swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. One left for San Francisco. And now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Blake Snell, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, the key for Blake Snell is getting him out on that mound every 5 days. He's had some injuries over the course of his career, but there's no doubting the stuff. He's another guy, upper 90s fastball, good curveball. His slider's gotten a lot better, and he'll mix in an occasional changeup. This guy has a chance to be a dynamic pitcher every time he takes the mound.
So now here is Tommy Pham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Outside with the fastball. It's 1-0. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead. You start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throb.
And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Yeah, Matt, I cannot wait to get a look at Josh Donaldson, the bringer of rain. He had over 20 runs batted in last month. Very consistent. A solid month, and I love watching him swing the bat. It looks like the focus and concentration is even better when he has runners in scoring position.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, having a very nice year, currently second in the NL batting chase.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Out in front here as this one scorched foul to the left. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. The 3-2 one more time. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly. And there's out number 2.
Batting first, the second baseman, Lourdes Gurriel.
Now to bat, Lourdes Gurriel. And he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
Ball 2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Fly ball to straightaway left. And Ozuna will make the catch to retire the side. Nationals gone in order. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Soroka tossed a little over 85 innings so far, with an ERA just under 2.5. That's allowing just over 2 runs per 9 innings of work. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, that's a great take right there. Backdoor slider just missed the outside corner. This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that pitch.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Here's the first pitch to him. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
Hey, you could tell right there the hitter was almost fooled by that pitch, expecting the nasty slider to break down and away, and it hung in the middle.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Marte is back to the track as he takes it for route number 2.
Batting 7, the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
So here's Jose Abreu. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch on its way.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
That's the heavy sinker right there. He has the ability to get ground balls when he needs them, potential double play situations, or to get that jam job with no one on base, that tap.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So that'll bring in Mookie Betts. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's a .304 batter. He also has 1 home run. First offering on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Betts, who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Two and one now to Mookie.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
The 2-1 home. Takes that one for strike two on the inside corner. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 2-2. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Another full count pitch home. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. But it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues. Middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. High and deep down the left field line. Runner goes for third. Pitch outside. The throw. Throw won't get him.
You know, catchers don't work on throwing to third quite as much as they do to second. And I'm sure he's not too happy with himself about that one. A good throw might have got him, but that one just sailed on him a bit.
Strike taken up in the zone. 2 pitches fouled away.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time.
So, ball.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled away.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Another full count pitch home.
So that's ball
And
four. Runner
awfully
takes the
close
base.
there on 3 and 2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Josh Donaldson digging in now. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's gone 2 for 8. He's taken him deep once. He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Yeah.
As he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now you want to get a little bit greedy. Ideal would be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Ready with the 0-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Well, their chances of pushing across a run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. As he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. 264 is average entering play, a dozen home runs, and 42 runs batted in. Comes set, the 0-1.
1-1.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
The set and the 2-1. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity here, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. We played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and striding forward the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
No ball. 1 strike.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Oh.
Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. Grandal has it. The throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. Fouled off. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. popped him up. Chapman has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Francisco Lindor. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Nope, ball.
The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
2-0.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Giants are still searching for their first hit of the ball game. Here now the 2-2. Is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And the payoff pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
So now to the plate, Marcell Ozuna grounded out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now a throw over to first, and the runner back. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Lindor is off of first with 2 away. Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. And it's fouled away. Hit the other way out toward right field. And Mookie will make the play, and that retired the side. Giants leave 1. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score.
We're back now as the Nationals ready to bat in the 3rd inning. And as they do, it's a good time to discuss their offense, which has been a real source of pride for this club. Within the league, they rank among the leaders in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. When asked about their offense, the players I talked with all brought up how multifaceted their talent is, saying they've got guys that can spray the ball around, guys that work counts and draw walks, and of course plenty of guys that can go deep and drive in runs. Their numbers certainly confirm that, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Now it'll be Ketel Marte. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's 0 for 5. Here's the first pitch to him.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Hit Wheatley back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Now back, left fielder, Tommy Pham.
So the Nats lineup turns over, and to the plate, Tommy Pham, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A ball and 2 strikes now. Popped him up. Torres over to his right. 2 gone.
Now batting, first baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on the way.
1 ball, no strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ozuna is under it. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless.
Bounce it, just bounce it. Everybody when it come, I'm announcing it. I'm always gonna get it, I'm always gonna.
Now to the plate, here is Nolan Arenado.
Still a big bagel in that hit column, and this is where the frustration can start setting in on a team if they're not careful. It's never a good feeling when you know the guy out there on the mound is completely shutting you down.
1-0.
A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bouncer to the left side. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald
Acuna digs in now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now the pitch. And that misses low and away, ball 1. High and deep down the left field line. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Ball outside.
Misses, ball 2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Giants down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Lourdes Gurriel.
Lourdes Gurriel.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
That's outside. Ball.
Ball and 2 strikes. And he fouls this one off.
Gotta believe that was a mislocation because it missed right down the middle. This guy's gonna have nightmares at the plate thinking about missing that one.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Fouled away. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Mookie Betts stands in as he looks at a called strike. Here's the 0-1.
1-1. Yeah.
In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's the danger. You have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Now a swinging bunt. Down the left field line and deep. Gurriel stands at second with no outs. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Torres has it, and there's one away.
Now the shortstop, center fielder,
Man at second with one down, and that will bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. He's set. Here it comes. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. On its way is pitch number 75.
2-2.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. And this is lined hard to deep left. Ozuna is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now here's the first offering. Now a check swing, and they'll appeal it down to first. He did go around, says Woody Keller, at strike 1. Comes set, the 0-1.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
And a swing and a miss as he pulled the string on the breaking ball, and the inning is over. 1 left for Washington. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time, they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Next up will be Gleyber Torres. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
And that was one of the hardest hit balls they've had all game, Matty. It's been a pretty feeble effort by his teammates on the offensive side.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Torres is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot. The 1-1. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see there that they're currently residing in second place in the NL in that category. So here is Jose Abreu. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
2-0 count to pitch.
Ball.
No runs, no hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Not sure what he was thinking there. Count will move to 3-1 after going out of the zone on 3-0. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Hit in the air down the right field line. Now the payoff pitch home. Lifted down the line in left. Again, another foul ball. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. From the stretch.
Ball.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. 3-1 to Martinez.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
From the stretch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's the first hit in this one for the Giants.
Now back, catcher, Salvador Perez.
And up steps Salvador Perez. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch.
1-1.
Lifted in the air out to right. Betts on the run. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and hit for third. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. Now at the plate here is Francisco Lindor. It was a walk in his last trip. He's set and the pitch. Runners on first and third, 2 away. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, I don't know if he wasn't looking for it or just got fooled a little bit right there, but that was actually a decent slider to do some damage with.
Here it is. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Hit on the ground out to short, right to him. So they do get their first hit, but their first run will have to wait as the inning is over. Giants leave a couple. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Hyunjin Ryu, a southpaw standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. And stepping in, Josh Donaldson. His past history with Hyunjin Ryu. He's got a 3-for-7 line. He also has 1 home run. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson.
1-1.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. One gone for the Nationals in the 5th. That'll bring up Yasmani Grandal. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Fouled off. He'll try again. 1-2. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stepping in now, Ketel Marte. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0. Now a big swing, and this ball is crushed out to deep center field. And it's gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Home run number 9 on the year. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
Tommy Pham. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. His past history with Hyun-Jin Ryu, he's 2 for 3. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the Nationals. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Now here it comes. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. 3 balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder.
Well, you can see here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot, as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Nats on the board first, courtesy of the solo home run. 5 innings complete. It's now 1-0 Washington.
It's been a long time coming. Haters gonna be part-time loving. Putting up some all-time numbers. Hang the banner,
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
Now the first pitch. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0.
1-0.
Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Here's a swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 2-1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
It's 3 balls and a strike to the Giants left fielder. 3-1. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And in next, it'll be the perennial MVP candidate, third baseman Nolan Arenado. From the stretch, here's the pitch. 0-1 the count.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Ozuna on at first, nobody out. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there. But he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. From the stretch. Now a check swing, and they'll appeal it down to first. He did go around, says Woody Keller, at strike 1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
0-2 count and the pitch. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. Runner at second here with one man out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
Sinker, 3-2 now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And it's fouled away. Weak grounder back to the mound. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
So stepping in is Cody Bellinger. A potential tying run for him at third base. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
1-0.
He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Here's the 1-0.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
Swing and a little tapper. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a blooper down the right field line. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Giants will have to be content with just the 1. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. All tied at 1-1. Standing in now, DJ LeMahieu.
The first baseman.
She'll take a breaking ball off the plate for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 1-0 is looked at for a cold strike. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Now the 1-1 pitch. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Swing and a flare down the line. In there, a base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, Devo. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
At the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's the 0-1.
That's the ball low.
hit on the ground down the first baseline. And a diving effort there, but will come up empty. It's a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches. If you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there is any intent behind that.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit-by-pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. LeMahieu at third, Gurriel on second, Betts at first with no outs. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Acuña's there for it. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And he will score as that run breaks the tie and makes this a 2-1 ball game.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Into the box, Matt Chapman. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. The 0-1 delivery.
Hit right.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he fouls this one off. Fouled away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. So next for the Nationals is the designated hitter, Josh Donaldson. See if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, as the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Two 2-0 to the Nationals DH in this one.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
2-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Sinker on the inside, and that's a strike. Hit to third. Arenado's got it on to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. 7th inning coming up. It's the Nationals 2 and the Giants 1. Jordan Hicks is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 12. Jordan.
Into the box, Gleyber Torres. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First delivery to him. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
To the left side, but it's well foul. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now here it comes. Fouled off. Now another 1-2.
No, ball.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
Here now the 2-2.
Ball count.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-2 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will back next. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
And this is off the corner and low, ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just to give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-0 is chased out of the zone for strike 1.
That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel. 2-1 our score. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Now the first pitch.
That missed. That's the ball.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Pham is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The catcher, number 14, Salvador Perez.
Drew Pomeranz will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th.
Number 15, Drew Pomeranz.
Salvador Perez will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. He's set. Here it comes.
Wood!
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Torres leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball just missed. He had a chance to run it to 0-2.
The 1-1 home.
Ball outside.
High in the air down the right field line. Hit softly on the ground to third. Chapman brings it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. One left for San Francisco. They're down 2-1. Raisel Iglesias gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th. And now, Yasmani Grandal, 0 for 2 for him to this point.
The catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
First offering.
1-0.
The 1-0 home. And it's fouled away. The 1-1. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. The classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Ketel Marte will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Here's the first pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Iglesias, a Cuban-born ball player. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
And this will be put away easily for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Tommy Pham.
So the next to bat will be Tommy Pham. Flew out last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Lower part of the zone, but it's taken for a strike.
Hey, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team right here. Relief pitcher has come busting through the gates and done his job. Try and get this team back in the dugout where the offense can get rolling.
Behind 0-2 now. And he fouls this one off.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
The 0-2 once more. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Nationals gone in order. They lead it 2-1. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. In prior matchups against Drew Pomeranz, he's 0 for 7. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Hit hard, but foul. And a knuckleball's hit on the ground is short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, the left fielder,
Devin Williams takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
One gone here in the Giants' half of the 8th, and that'll bring up the big RBI bat of Marcell Ozuna. And a layoff fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Fouled away.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8. Here's Nolan Arenado. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
That's up. That's the ball.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Now the 1-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Cut fastball is in for a strike. 2-1. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Outside of home runs, nothing fires me up more than watching a good baseball player drive the ball at the opposite field. Talking about hitting the inside half of the baseball, that's exactly what happened right there. And when we say inside half of the baseball, imagine the ball coming to a complete stop halfway between home plate and the pitcher's mound, and then cutting that baseball in half and highlighting the inside half. That's where you're trying to take the knob of your bat or the hands to that spot and carve the inside half of the baseball with power.
First pitch on its way. Ronald Acuna is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Now the 1-0 is taken high above the zone.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Quick check on that tying run at first, and he'll get back in safely. The 2-0 on the way.
That's the ball.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
The 3-0. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
So here's Cody Bellinger trying here to plate the tying run from second. First pitch on the way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The set and the 1-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-1 pitch. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. Marte fields it cleanly, and the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game, and he's safe.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with a bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Jose Leclerc answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Next to bat for the Giants, Jose Abreu. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 0 for 4. Now the first pitch.
1 ball, no strikes.
Well, things are bad enough as it is right now. 1 run in, base is juiced, and now he's falling behind the count. You could bet the guy at the plate is thinking about making this a 5-run inning in a hurry.
A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Acuna on third. Bellinger at second. Torres at first. 2 out in the inning. 1 and 2 as he chases the slider.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Giants get a run on the RBI double. Home half of the 8th coming up, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Tim Anderson is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 8.
Trevor Rosenthal is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready now is DJ LeMahieu.
Leading off for Washington, the first baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
That's the
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Pitch on the way. To 1-2 now.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Now to the plate, Lourdes Gurriel, looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. From the stretch. Now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Now the 1-0. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Shot down the line. It's a fair ball. He takes the turn and heads for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now this is the way you want to start off the series. We haven't even hit the weekend yet, and he's on the board again, this time with a double. This is going to be a good 4-game set for him if he can keep this up.
And time will be called here as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there.
Kiermaier.
Here's Mookie Betts as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Hit in the air down the right field line. Giving chase is Bellinger. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. High leverage at bat here, and standing in it'll be Fernando Tatis Jr. as he'll do his best to bring home the go-ahead run from third, 90 feet away. He's set and the pitch. Now the runner's on his way home. Squeeze attempt misses. And he will be tagged out at the plate on a nutty suicide squeeze attempt with 2 outs. And the side is very ridiculously retired. 9th inning coming up, and we are tied 2-2. Jake Cronenworth will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base, number 9, Jake Cronenworth.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. A 1-0 delivery. 1-1 to count. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
That's not really where you want to miss right there. I know this guy has got power stuff, but you can't live in the middle of the plate against this lineup and expect to have success.
He takes something off there as this is swung on and missed, and there's one gone here in the ninth. To the plate now, Salvador Perez, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one. His prior history in this matchup, he's 1 for 2. And he lays off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Giant backstop. And that misses. 2-1. Into the corner and slicing foul.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike. And there are 2 gone now. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the AB on its way.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Comes set. The 0-1. Fouled off. Here comes the 0-2. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. Chapman will put this one away, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. Score remains 2-2. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And stepping up as the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Slider finds the zone for a strike.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
And it's 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in. Make him prove he can adjust before you do.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
And obviously this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base. That's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
At the plate now, Matt Chapman. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Bases are empty, one man out. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the third time. So next to bat will be Josh Donaldson. 2 outs already on the K this inning, so he'll be looking to do better. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bellinger's in pursuit. He makes the catch, and we are headed to extra innings. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Taylor Rogers takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 55.
We are into extra innings, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Marcell Ozuna. Here's the first pitch, just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. One and one.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
The 1-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out to right field. Betts has a read on it. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The tag, and he is out at third base. It's a double play.
Hey, I like to be aggressive on the base pass, put pressure on the defense, but you better be sure if you're tagging from second base that you're going to slide safely into third. He wasn't out by very much, but I don't care. You can't be giving up outs at third base.
And the next to bat will be Tim Anderson. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. And this game is still tied at 2-2. Josh Hader comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Josh Hader.
Yasmani Grandal will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Acuna is right there, one down.
the center fielder, number 4, Ketel Marte.
Chance to walk it off, and now here is Ketel Marte. And a chance they walk him here to set up a double play that would keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And it's too late as he's in there. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
The 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Well, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Ward. With the runner in scoring position, the sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ro?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
The 3-0.
The offensive approach here is simple. You know the pitcher's going for the K, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is a guaranteed win.
So there's ball 4. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit to see the next guy get 4 wide ones as well.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Next to hit is Tommy Pham. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put their personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch.
With some traffic on the base paths, nice job by the pitcher to execute strike 1.
Runners breaking for the plate. On the bunt attempt is popped up. Struck him out. A huge punch out there, and the winning run stays anchored at third with 2 gone now.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
In now, DJ LeMahieu as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A 2-out hit'd win it. Fastball or wild pitch would do the trick just as well. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
And he'll make it back in safely at third. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
One thing's clear, he's not afraid to pitch inside, right? One pitch ducks him away, then he comes right back with another one. So clearly this pitcher, he's not afraid to work that inner half of the plate.
Fly ball to straightaway left. Ozuna is under it. He makes the catch, and the winning run is left stranded. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. At the plate now is Ronald Acuna. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Wow, and Earl Hendricks is not doing him any favors behind the plate. 3-0 now.
3-0.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Stepping up is Cody Bellinger. His prior history versus this arm, he's 1 for 2. Here's the first pitch. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. Very weakly on the ground. Lucky to get a piece there. It stays 0-2. Ready with another 2-strike offering.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second, and he is in there.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Roy. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
So now to the plate, Gleyber Torres. As he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Runners are at first and third with none out. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Ready now. 2-strike pitch on its way. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, when you hear people talk about the unwritten rules of baseball, I think we just saw a perfect example of that. You hit one of mine, and I'm going to hit one of yours. Always been that way and probably always will be, even though they've tried to crack down on that kind of stuff recently.
So a big spot here. Bases loaded, nobody out. And one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next. First offering. Grounded down the third baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. On to first, a double play.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Darren O'Day, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 56, Darren O'Day.
Here's J.D. Martinez as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. He's got one hit in 4 at-bats. A 1 pitch on its way. Reined in.
No, that's the ball.
And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1 and 2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. One last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th now. Giants out in front here, 4-2. Trevor May takes the mound in a safe situation as he'll try and make sure this one doesn't reach the 12th. Leading off the inning, it'll be Jake Cronenworth, and they could use a spark from him here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Well, as demonstrated there, that's a tough pitch to do anything with.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
1-1.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Here's the 1-1.
Ball.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Another 2-2 offering. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Mookie Betts. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 1 for 5. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball that time.
Fastball just missed above the zone. The 1-0.
No, ball.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Strike called, 2-1. It looked like the fastball got away from him there. Fernando Tatis Jr. waits on deck. LeMahieu, the runner at second with 1 away. And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, one man out. And up steps the big bat of Fernando Tatis Jr. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
First and second now, one man out. Ball and strike.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Set. Here comes the 1-1. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. But not in time as the run scores, and the lead is trimmed to 1. Standing in now, Matt Chapman, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball one.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
Tying and winning runs on base here with one big out. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Plate as it's chopped foul. Here comes the 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike three.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the fourth time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
At the plate, Josh Donaldson. As he'll take a look at ball one. In his career against this pitcher, almost complete ownership, 6 for 7. He's taken him deep once. Here's the 1-0. Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. Three-run shot to right center field, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with one swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. Darren O'Day wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Final line score for the ballgame. for the victorious Washington Nationals, 6 runs.